Finally, with my cousins, in Bissau. No say, I don't know any more words.
It doesn't matter.
Hey,
Just having fun.
Welcome to my channel, and we're in Bissau currently, and we're staying for a few more days. We came here for like 2 weeks, almost like 3 weeks, something mad. And we are very excited, as you can see. We can't stop dancing and shimmying and doing all of that. And on Instagram the other day, I asked people to send me like their questions, and the same as on YouTube. And then obviously, because my first videos that I did in Guinea, everybody went mad, and I was like, do you guys do this? Do you guys do that? Do you guys do the other? So I was like, okay, cool, let's make a Q&A with these cuties and get them to help me. I guess it's more fun than just being me, just by myself, answering questions. Definitely. And we're wearing our traditional African, is it even, it's just like a Guinea thing, isn't it? Like, they call it like localiza, which is, do you guys want to get up?
Yep.
It's like this. This is normally like worn by single girls. This is normally what you wear if you have like traditional weddings, or if you just want to be home, you know, chilling, doing you, like we're doing now. So okay, let's go with the questions. So this video is not too long. So the questions for Instagram, which were not that many. So she's getting a phone call. Sorry. Okay, let's pause. See you in a bit.
One eternity later.
So after someone did her phone call,
I didn't.
Anyways, so the first question from, okay, I'm gonna put the name in the video because I don't know how to read this. It says, what's your favorite part of Bissau? So I guess each of us can reply. I don't know if we have like different parts, but I can start. So my favorite part of Bissau definitely would be, well, besides my house, because I really love my house and staying home, I think would be caipirinhas.
Delicious. Very, very good.
It's like called capa?
Yes, capa.
Capa. So basically, like, people just call it caipirinhas in Bissau. Like, if you want to ask anybody and just be like, where's caipirinhas? They're gonna say, that's the one. It's really, really, really freaking good. Like,
and cheap.
Food. Yeah, it's so cheap. Yeah. Well, like, for like London standards and like Lisbon and stuff, in terms of money conversion, is super cheap. Like, we paid normally like not over 20, no, not over 30, let's say. And last time we were a big group of like 7 people maybe, and we didn't even pay 30 euros for like drinks, 2 rounds of drinks, like food, half chicken, and like all of that. And that was really good. We went there yesterday as well with our cousin, and she's so cute. And so that was really good. So that's my favorite place. How about you guys?
So, I think for me, up to now, my favorite place would be, I think I haven't decided yet, because I like everything in here. It's so vibrant. The city is like always moving. There's always something. There are people selling things in the streets. There are people selling things everywhere. Like, even if you're sitting in the front of your house, people who are passing by, they will sell you things over there.
They even sell you plates.
Yes.
Like, one guy came one time. Remember the guy that knocked on our door and he had a goat in his hand?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, sir, what do you want?
And they were
you and your goat.
And they were selling, I mean, my favorite part or place?
Yeah, no, like place.
My favorite place,
yeah.
Okay. So, until now, I think I would have to say my favorite place that I've been to is the Leisure Hotel.
Oh my gosh, that's mine as well.
So, we went
no, that
there.
one we know.
She's
obsessed with
it.
Like, we went there and she
number
like,
one fan, like,
oh my god.
We literally, the other day, we were like, you say good morning to her and she's like, Leisure Hotel. Good afternoon, let's go to the...
We made like an agreement that we would not repeat places.
yes.
Like, she's talking
But
like every
I
day.
love pleasure.
Okay.
It's like,
There she goes again.
like paradise.
Alright sis, come down.
Okay, so now I think
Honestly.
to talk, so thank you.
Sorry.
So,
The shade. Sorry, yeah.
okay, so for me, it would have to be the not only the pool, but the entire hotel, the complex.
Yeah.
I thought it was really organized for the little things that I saw. I think it was really organized. It was really beautiful. It was so eye candy. It was so beautiful. Like the structure of the hotel is like for me. It's a mixture of glam with tropical. It's so beautiful.
Definitely.
And within the hotel, we had like the trees and a lot of so much beautiful things that you can see in the other video that my cousin will upload on our trip to Bissau.
Yeah.
And you'll see how beautiful everything is. Like you'll see, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And not only it was really beautiful, as for us, for European standards, it was so cheap.
Yeah.
Like so cheap in a comparison to London.
And it's a almost 5-star hotel. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
there's nothing you would look at it and you'll be like, oh, I'm missing something. Like,
Yes.
it's literally high standard.
Super
But
high.
obviously, like, the conversion money is different. Like, everything is different. So if you would come in with like European money, you would think that it's like so cheap. But obviously,
Yeah,
like,
comparing.
people here,
to
like,
the
yeah, it's quite.
lifestyle here, of course, it's
Yeah,
quite
it's quite
expensive. But we paid around £4.
No, like,
Pounds?
no, because 5,000, it's like €6 maybe.
Okay. So
Something like, so like, yeah, so like £5 maybe
£5
Yeah.
to use
more
the
or less.
pool.
To use the pool, as long as we wanted to. We had towels. We could stay in the pool in the.
There was no time limit as well. You can
Yeah.
stay there from like 10 a.m. to 8 o'clock. Like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna tell you to leave.
Yes, and it was so beautiful. We were having so much of a good time in there. And for me, I would have to say it is my favorite place. Even though we have places to go yet.
Yes.
My
Our
favorite
opinion
place.
might change, but for now, yeah.
Yes.
So that's Ledger is your favorite place.
Yes, obviously. Like I'm talking about leisure every single day, since morning to night. So, like,
A little bit obsessed. Okay. There's one guy on YouTube that says, "Greetings from Virginia in the U.S. I traced my lineage." So basically, he's saying that he's from Afula, which is one of the ethnicities in Guinea. He says, "How did you plan your trip to the islands?" Sorry, girls, I'm gonna just answer a few island questions.
Okay.
And then he said, "What airport and what city did you fly to?" So basically, for the islands, the thing is, you can fly directly Senegal, and there's a plane that can take you to one of the islands, which is some that I can't remember. Rubani, that's the one that has, not Rubani, actually, Bubaki is the only one that has a airplane thing from all the islands, because Bubaki is considered their capital. So you can fly there, and then you can get a boat that will take you to whatever hotel island that you want to go to, or just stay in Bubaki. But if you're coming from Bissau, well, you fly to the only airport we have in Bissau, and then you get a speedboat. Most advisably, get a speedboat, not the old kind of traditional boat people get. I don't think it's very safe. But get a speedboat, which isn't too pricey, really, and then it takes you about like 3 hours to get there. So you can make your way to the island in, if you like budget before you come, and you have everything set to go to the islands. It won't cost you more than like 300, I would say. Like obviously, then you need to pay for your tickets to get here, because I mean. That's expensive. Then someone said, any advice on how you did things and where you stayed during your trip? So I think maybe let's split it. You guys can tell them where to stay in Bissau, and then I can tell them where to stay in the islands. But the thing is, I think the best way to go to the islands is go to TripAdvisor. In the videos, I actually included a few of the links of the hotels and places you could go. So if you go back to the video and click on the description box, you can actually see where you can book your stay, because I'm not an expert on the islands and I don't want to like tell you to go to the wrong place, but I would advise going to Rubani because it was like the best place I've ever been to. But if you go to Bubaki, I'm so sorry, we're gonna make it. But if you go to Bubaki, it's just as awesome. The island is awesome. People have such a beautiful culture, like it's really, really good. And they're making noise in the back. Can they stop making noise?
It's our family. They will never stop making noises.
Do you guys have any places you would say in Bissau that the people could stay?
Stay.
leisure.
Of course, you would say leisure. there are other hotels that
Yeah,
we know
definitely.
we've seen, like Azalai and Seba,
Yeah.
and
I think
They're good as well.
there's the
Yeah.
Imperial one.
You have small pensions as well, like Casa Portuguesa. You have some small little like people basically made their home hotels. So that's like we downtown Imperial area, which is mostly where all the Portuguese people stay, anyways.
Yes.
So if you're a foreigner and you want to sort of meet up with other foreigners and meet people, you can go there and not spend so much money. Then someone said, just found your channel, love the vlog, thank you so much. Is there a African American like expat basically community there? I can't lie to you, I have no idea. Only Americans I know are the ones in the embassy. I'm not as sure if they're African American particularly there, but they're American. But I think one really good thing about Guineans and Bissau in particular is that we are like really warming, welcoming to people. Like I've met people who are like French-speaking countries and whatever, and I met like I think once I met like a Ghanaian or Nigerian driver or something, and he was telling me how immigrating to this country is much easier than other countries because people are very welcoming. I know, like people are genuinely that friendly, so I don't think you would need a community per se, and a lot of people you will find they speak English anyways. So maybe if you want to come, you can start your community yourself. You can be the first person here and then invite other people, make a community. But yeah, don't let that stop you from coming to Guinea, honestly, because you will have a great time.
For sure.
Yeah. And so someone said, oh, I think, well, it was the same thing, places to stay. They said they're from Balanta people, so that's quite cool. So in the vlog, I got a lot of messages of people saying that they got tested on their DNA things, and they basically found out they're from Guinea.
Oh.
Like, that makes me so freaking happy, because I just think that it's just so awesome, because we're such a tiny country, like really, really tiny. So to have like Americans or whatever, and like all of that being interested in us, any type of interest in Guinea-Bissau, I get so excited. And I really appreciate it, because I'm just like, I need the world to know and see how beautiful we are, and how much maybe, like, I'm not saying we deserve it more, but like, I want people to see how beautiful we are, and how much, like, our islands, our people, our culture is so beautiful, and that just because we're small, that doesn't mean we don't have anything to offer.
Yes.
I think
There's so much to offer here in Guinea. Just come and see.
honestly, just come and see. Like, you will, like, they've never been here. They were not even born here. Because at least I was born here.
Even though she doesn't remember anything, but at least you can say she was born here.
Exactly.
We've never been here.
Yeah, they've never been in like
I'm
the first
25,
time.
she's 27, and we've never been here.
That's awesome though, and like for them to get here and to love it so much, you can kind of see the kind of impact and how much you can relate to it if you want a first base experience.
Yeah.
So I think these two are like the experts to say that. I've told you guys in my last vlog, so you can see me be all emotional and whatever when I came. So that's fine. Then my little cousin Daniela, hi Daniela. She said, what do you like doing in Bissau the most? I think we've said that before, so I can skip that question. Then there's someone else on YouTube.
But see, I would like to add that we love to eat, because this country has the most awesome food.
Yeah.
Just so good.
The most awesome.
The most awesome.
Since breakfast.
Yes, since breakfast to desserts to juices to cocktails to real food. Like for us, real food is just rice. So. Like,
Oh my god,
real
this is a
food.
good question. They're asking about traditional dishes.
Oh
And your
my
favorite
God.
ones. Okay, this is a good
Okay.
one. So you guys can say your favorite ones.
Okay, so my favorite one. Oh, okay, there's so many. I think I would have to say siga, which is, I just love it so much. Which is like a broth.
So it's like basically, you know, palm oil. It's like a stew kind of. Yeah, it's like a stew kind of thing.
A stew, okay.
And it has like palm oil, and then they put kanja, which I'll try and maybe put the pictures if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's better.
There's kanja. It has like normally cow's meat in there. What
And,
else? Dry oysters. onions,
tomatoes, lemon. You can also add spicy, like
there's so many, like, literally it's a dish that looks, it's a heavy stew, but then you will put it in the rice and like die of happiness.
yes, it's so good. You can just be creative with it because you can put whatever you put your mind into it.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's fresh and it's tasty.
Yeah.
You can put it in.
Yeah, you can put, if you have like dry stuff, you can put it in it, because sometimes they make it with fish as well.
Yes, fish is really good.
So
With the smoked fish.
yeah,
Oh my
we
God.
eat a lot of smoked fish in Guinea, because like we have so much fish as well.
Yes.
And it's a good way to preserve fish. So
Exactly.
we eat a lot of smoked fish. Like I am obsessed.
I love it too. It's so good.
I think my favorite, I love everything they will tell you. I love really old, traditional Guinea food, like
Like money.
money,
Like
like
everything,
Like,
like-
and the thing is, I love breakfast stuff more. I think. I'm obsessed with breakfast stuff. Like we have this food that we call badaji,
oh good.
but you can put cabacera. You can put like, it's like this. We call it leite dormido, which is like this milk. It's like sour milk, yeah, like sour milk on it. You can put like a palm oil as well. You can put so many things on
You can
it.
put dried like shrimps.
Oh yeah, George.
Jordan.
But I can't.
Just look her face.
I
Talking
can't.
about food.
I can't
Just
eat it
breakfast.
anymore. But it's fine.
Look at her face, please.
I just love food. Look
I
at my
know,
face.
I know.
Oh, look at myself. I can't so funny. It's so lit.
Mine. So my favorite dish, my favorite Guinean dish is caldo mancada, which is made with peanut butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can do it with chicken or beef if you want. I prefer with chicken personally, but any kind of meat you can do it. And
You know what? One time my mom made it with. It's like a peanut stew.
Yes, because
And
they take the peanut butter and they dissolve it in water, in warm water, and then that becomes the base of the stew.
Yeah.
That's in what they made the stew on.
Yeah.
And sometimes our mom, she just adds like kanja on that stew. And
Delicious.
it's not my favorite dish, but just because siga is better for me,
Yeah.
just for that. But it's so good, like so good, like.
So final question, and then we basically just chat whatever we want. So this girl called Flower Bomb on YouTube, on the video that I posted with the questions, well, asking people to ask me questions. She's really cute and she asked a bunch of questions. She says, "Hi girl, here's my questions. Which ethnic tribe do you belong to?" So I think I've said this on my African tag. I'm like 2 tribes combined.
Yeah.
So I'm half Mankan, which is my mom's side, and like cousins from my
We're
mom's side.
100% Mankai because both our mom and our dad are Mankai, so we're 100% Mankai.
That's lit. I wish. No, I know jokes. I love my dad's family. And my dad's family is Jeba and Cape Verdean, so they're kind of like mixed. They're mixed on their side, and then I'm mixed ethnicity. Are you speaking the language of your tribe? If yes, can you say something?
Say something. I would love to hear that.
So the thing is, you know what's so funny? Because on my African tag, I spoke a bit of Creole and everybody made fun of me, my siblings. But let me speak a bit of Creole for y'all. So I'm gonna say, hello, how are you? My name is Annette, I'm from Guinea. Hola.
Hola.
This is so embarrassing because I need to jump from English to that, so my brain is confused. Hola, como de corpo, meu nome é Annette. Ami de Ami de Guine-Bissau, pedido na Bissau.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. So I basically say, hi, my name is Annette. I'm from Bissau and I was born in Bissau. Okay, so do you guys want to do the same?
I can. So, olá, meu nome é Patrícia, a mim de
Ok, so... Olá, meu nome é Dimandra. A minha parida na Portugal, mas minha papé, minha mamãe e de Guine-Bissau.
As you can tell, I'm sorry, it's hard.
It is hard to bounce from language to language.
Bouncing
Yeah.
from
English to
Portuguese
Creole.
to English to Creole.
Yeah, it's quite
and,
hard.
Like,
It's kind of
sometimes
confusing.
it's
It's
hard.
kind of-
Sorry, but as I was saying, as you can tell, this is clearly our first time in here. Our Creole is not perfect at all. It's not that bad,
But it's so much more different than like 10 days ago.
yes,
Thanks God.
for sure.
Especially,
Yes, it has improved a lot, and I think this trip to Guinea has made us even more open to learn the language and to speak it even
Properly.
more.
yeah, like speaking properly.
And it's good. It's good. We're
Yeah, I
getting
think
better.
it's always good to like know your culture, know your like the language. Because like I think one good thing about Guineans is that they force you to learn the language. Which at the beginning I'm like, oh, you're so rude. You could just speak Portuguese. But then I'm like, no, it's good for us, especially us that grew up. Like I was born here, but I don't really. So for me, coming back, I don't want to just be speaking Portuguese to them. I want to learn how to speak proper. So then once I have my kids and stuff like that, I can teach them properly. So then they're not just Guinean by blood. They're actually truly Guinean and they know the culture and everything. So I think it's, yeah, that part is quite good. Yes. So then the other question is, in your sister's the wedding vlog, there's a part where the groom and the bride put some rice in their mouth and spat it out. Can you explain to us the meaning of this? It's so funny because when I posted that video and I didn't know the video was gonna do like well, so many people were like, you could have provided some commentary. We don't know what is going on. And like, I didn't think of that. I just thought, okay, this is a really cool video and maybe I can show people a little bit of my culture. It was my first traditional wedding. I think, yeah.
Mine as well.
Yeah, so we were never like really aware of what happens in weddings. So I thought, yeah, this is cool, let me put it out. I didn't think to explain, which is sort of my bad, but then, yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. But, so the part there's two parts they were putting in their mouth and spitting out, because basically there's a contest. So the groom is in one side, the bride is on the other side, and basically what goes down, that's basically like Jeba culture. So they need to like do that 3 times, and then once they give them a go, the first person to actually put their hand into the like a kabasa thing, they can like put their hand in and put it in their mouth. That symbolizes the head of the house, like who's gonna rule the house. And it was hilarious because my sister won.
It's really cool. She won.
It was so fun. Like we were gassed. Like she literally won, and we were so happy and like jumping around. They did it twice. So one time my sister won the first one, and my brother-in-law won the second one. But we only cared about the first one.
Yes. Even though they made a bigger party,
Yeah.
the one that we won, the best.
Literally, that's what she won. So we were good. Like, so that's what they did. There was other stuff that people wanted me to explain, but it's quite hard to explain because like I also don't know a lot unless I would get married.
We're still learning.
One, yeah.
And they teach us more of that. Either if we were grown into the culture, like if we were born here, we would know that. But it's more like whenever there are weddings, they explain those things. And when the things happen, they're like really close to us. Because otherwise, it's just
it's just hard to explain to be like, let me sit you down and explain your weddings. Like, you know, it's a bit like, but it was really cool. That experience was cool. We learned so much. Yeah. And I think I didn't even know if I wanted a traditional wedding.
me neither.
And then I was like, yeah.
Definitely.
for sure.
Because for us, that's what I heard from our older people, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
For us, that's our wedding. It's like the wedding of how our ancestors used to celebrate it. And that's just as important, or even more, than the civil and the religious, like Catholic wedding.
Yeah, that is true.
For us, and I think that wedding, your sister's wedding, made me realize that and to appreciate so much more our culture. Oh my God, it was hard.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I felt, it was almost the same thing when I came to Guinea. I was just like, I'm so happy to be Guinean. Like the other day we were saying,
yeah.
we were like, imagine not being from Guinea. We were
Yeah,
like,
no.
I can't imagine not
We are
being
so
from this
proud to be
country.
Guinean.
Just something so basic. Like I was yesterday in a taxi cab. Basically, the taxi driver was putting on music, like traditional music from
Yeah.
here. Like not just traditional, like current music, like hip hop, pop music from
Yeah.
Guinea.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. This is so cool. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy to be Guinean. I'm so happy to be Guinean because it's something so simple. But we're so used to coming back from home when we're in Europe and listening to pop music like Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Beyonce, whatever.
It's never in your language. Like it's
It's
never
not
like
in
in
your language.
Creole.
It's not even people that look like us. And all of a sudden, I'm in a taxi car, like coming back home
I know.
and listening to this music.
And
it's
it just
like,
felt like we're from here, and I think
We're
like
home.
once you grow up outside of your country, you're always like a foreign. Like you speak Creole to them, and you're just like I have somewhere where I belong.
belong,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not an outsider. I'm not like that feeling.
That's
I
the
think
best feeling ever.
I would pay for like my plane tickets like 10 times again.
10 times again.
Just for that feeling. Like it's something that you don't experience because we always like I'm in London, I grew up in Portugal, I'm always like a foreigner. But then in Guinea, like it's my home, my family, my yeah. It's literally like nobody can say, oh, this is not your country. No.
No. This is
Look
my
at
country.
me, I'm from Guinea. Yeah, so that's it. I don't have any other questions. If you do, put it in the comments and I'll try and reply. Maybe the girls can help reply.
Yes.
And
If you have any questions, even to us, as our first time coming here,
Yeah.
you can ask.
Exactly. And
You
I
don't
mean,
mind answering?
if it's really like loads of questions, then maybe we can find a way for me to go to Portugal, then them to come to London, and we can
That
get
would be great.
a fusion of questions. And yeah, do another video. But for now, we're gonna enjoy our holidays, and I'll see you guys back in London, and these girlies back in Lisbon.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thank
That's
you
the
for your
calls.
questions. Thank you for everything. And thank you for subscribing, even though I never put videos. You guys are the real MVPs. Okay, vamos posicionar as cadeiras.
And I need you, and I'm down for your
Thank you.